How's your week going, Christian?
I thought we were going to do our intro.
Well, I thought we were talking about new how we already failed, number one.
I didn't fail, you did. You're supposed to say I'm the real.
No, I said we were going to talk about our week and talk about stuff, and then we segue, and then we go, welcome to the Real
Deal
Podcast.
Hey, there we go.
But I guess we're going to start with that. So, hey guys, we're going to do it again. Welcome to the Real
Deal
Podcast. And today we're doing some stuff.
We're doing some silly stuff.
How about we talk about our week, though? I feel like the audience wants to know more about us.
They don't want to know anything about me.
Okay, I'll talk about myself.
I have 3 federal offenses.
3?
4.
4?
5.
You did just say that you were getting your license expired and you have to go back home to get that.
Yeah, I'm an FBI agent.
I feel like I'm an FBI agent sometimes.
We should do a Men in Black episode.
All of them? I don't really like 4.
We'll save it for that episode. Spoilers. Sheesh.
I like 2 more than 4. Oh yeah, we should save it for the episode. Okay. What did you do this week? This is in topic of the... It's like a little game we're playing. What did you go see this week?
I saw a couple of my friends' moms.
I meant like movies.
My bad. Yeah, no, I mean, I went and saw Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer? I went and go saw Barbie.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
So maybe like today we're going to talk about those movies.
Don't try to make that a segue. Don't act like we set that up. Maybe we're going to talk about that today.
Okay, fine. We'll segue it the right way.
Okay,
and we're talking about the thing now.
Man, let's talk about our weeks. What did you do, Christian? All right, here's the episode.
Well, I was going to play it super nonchalant, but you just changed it. Like, that's not my fault.
Remember whenever you recorded on your laptop and I had to try to fix the audio?
But now we're back on
No.
regular.
Remember that? Remember when you did that?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It was
I recorded
bad.
on my phone. You were on your laptop, and I think my thing got unplugged, and it was just so Christian.
No, it was literally me talking, and then it would echo me. It was bad.
Interesting. But yeah, let's just like.
Let's talk about Barbenheimer.
So, do you think, first of all, who all saw it? I feel like that's a good question because it was big. I work at the theater. I knew it was gonna be big from like weeks down.
So out of the two of us, who saw Barbie? I mean, like, you know, like statistically.
You didn't see Barbie?
No.
Oh.
This guy.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah.
This is the last episode
we
of the
were
podcast.
supposed to both kind of watch both movies, and we only got the time to watch one. And I saw Barbie first, and he saw Oppenheimer first, and we were like, "Well, we got to still get this out while it's still relevant. So let's just like ask each other questions." But no, it was pretty big. Like Oppenheimer's still popping off with like numbers and stuff, and so is Barbie. But like for my theater, especially in Nashville, we actually got like the film, the 30 millimeter. Or 70 millimeter. I think it's 70 millimeter film.
Totally average amount of film. Totally average.
Yeah, not like it's 600 pounds or anything.
Yeah, no, not big, not small. That was completely average. 7 millimeters.
I still need to see it, and I don't know if I'm either holding back because I want to see it in the film or just because I have.
You better hurry up if you want to see it in the theater.
No, it's like sticking around for like 2 more weeks.
Then go watch it.
I just want to see it to see it. At this point, I just want to see it.
It was so good.
My thing was I just want to see it in a theater that can. I don't really care about the film. I really couldn't. It's more about I want to see it on a big screen, and I want to see like the good, like a good sound system.
What's the theater that shakes? The chair shake, like 40X?
40X. They never had it in that.
What? That seems like the perfect place to do it. For when the explosion happens and then the chair shakes.
Right now Haunted Mansion is taking that spot, and so that's pretty cool.
Oh man, I gotta go see that in there.
It can't. You can see for another couple of days, but I think after this weekend it's TMNT and then Blue Beetle maybe. August looking
That'd be cool.
August looking pretty cool, man. There's some good stuff. One thing I'm not looking forward to. Do you know what Gran Turismo is?
No.
So it first was a game at PS2, but it's based off a real story. This movie about they did a program. They did a little like sweepstakes contest where video gamers would actually get the chance to like race.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen this. Yeah, that movie's gonna suck.
It's got like Orlando Bloom and what's his name, and David Harbour, right? Okay, I'm asking the team over here. We got an audience with us.
David Harbour.
Yeah, the guy from Stranger Things.
What character does he play in Stranger Things?
Oh,
he plays Hopper. Oh, that's right. Duh.
But yeah, I don't feel,
Stranger Things.
I don't feel interested in seeing it. That's the only issue.
No, it looks like a big ad for like a Logitech gaming controller.
I've just never been like a race car person. The only 2 movies I like that are like real life, like I love cars, but the only 2 movies I care about that are racing are Talladega Nights, which is a comedy, and Ford versus Ferrari.
You don't like Baby Driver?
I meant like racing.
No. You don't like Baby Driver? You don't like car movies?
I don't like the guy who
you
was
suck.
in Baby Driver because he's all allegations and stuff.
Just allegations, man.
Maybe. Our team is asking us to do something. I said, sure.
You'd have to be on it. You want to be on it?
We can't
say it right now for the record.
Well,
so
I'll be on the Stranger Things episode.
Hey, hope we picked that up.
I hope we picked it up.
One of our friends says he'll be a feature because we're trying to get people on the podcast for.
We've been trying to get DJ on the podcast.
We've been trying to get him
because
we wanted him to do a short film talk. We wanted him to do
a Batman episode. We wanted him to do. Man, this guy sucks. Do we want him on the podcast?
I mean, I think once he loves Stranger Things, so I feel like that would be good.
And he loves Batman, and he loves his short films that he makes.
Well, maybe depending on what we do, we can have him talking about that stuff. Like, because the Batman 2 is coming out in like a year, so we'll see.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, I guess let's just jump into it, man. I think. Do you want to start with Barbie or start with Oppenheimer?
So I'll talk about Barbie first.
No. You asked me questions about Barbie.
Yeah, I have Kenergy though. I know what's going on.
I didn't watch the movie, but I know the movie.
Yeah, I know the movie. Women, pink, allegory for men.
Almost.
Oh, I got it.
So the movie is directed by Greta Gerwig, who, if people don't know, she also did.
She talks about climate change, and she also talks about what else does she talk about? Straws.
No,
going in turtles' noses.
I mean, she's a very big feminist director. She did Lady Bird and Little Women, which were both like really good movies. But in this movie, I think her whole like drive is how the growth of women and finding respect for themselves and existing in a world where they can do whatever they want and they don't have to just be put like labels on them.
I heard Ken stole the show.
He did. Like, as much as the movie is good about Barbie, I think I cared more about the Ken stuff. Like, I mean, I'm a guy, so I think that's just like the thing.
Well, I mean, it's kind of crazy though that I've heard from non-guys that it also has like it's kind of funny if you made a feminist movie and then the guy in the movie steals the show.
Because that's like men do. Well, okay. Well, the movie isn't all about Ken. The scenes where Ken is in it, he definitely steals the show. But Margot Robbie still puts on like a 10 out of 10 performance in this. She is Barbie.
Dude, I straight up forgot that Margot Robbie's in this movie.
Yo, she's Barbie.
I swear to God.
She's the face of it.
No. I've just been thinking about Ken literally the entire time. Like anytime I think about the movie, I'm thinking about Ken.
I think about this song. I'm just Ken.
Sing it for me. I don't know. I haven't heard it yet.
I can't. Copyright.
Why can't you?
Because I'm not enough.
You mean you're not Ken enough?
I'm not Ken enough. But yeah, I'll get that hoodie eventually, bro. I want that so bad.
I keep hearing about that. I heard about
it's
it from
a rainbow hoodie but it's like a fluff hoodie, and it says "I am Ken enough," and it's just so cool.
Could you say that again? Say that word again.
I am Ken enough. I think it's just called Knuff.
It says, yeah.
It's spelled Knuff, but people say, yeah, I am Knuff. It's cool, but no.
You sound like you're not saying it correctly.
I feel like I'm not saying
also, it. Our entourage here are about to slam down in some video games.
But yeah, anyway, I just want to, I guess, walk through some things of the movie real quick. The movie, like, I think it does a pretty good job of telling a message. I know that a lot of media, like male-wise, they don't like it because it does slam men pretty hard. Like, when they get to spoilers,
there's a sex scene with men?
No.
Oh.
There is a lot of talk about like female genitalia, and so some of my few questions. So I'm gonna like kind of bounce between like positive and negative.
Okay.
On the positive side, I think it does do a great job of telling like women's perspective.
It's got your favorite color for most of the movie, right? Pink.
Pink.
Hot pink.
Actually, my favorite color is royal purple, but it's close enough.
The fact that you have a specific type of color means that your favorite color is hot pink.
No,
it definitely is.
Your favorite color is pink.
And you're not wrong.
But yeah, no, it just talks really good about like the message and stuff with like women. And I do think that like the Barbie scenes are really good about who she wants to be, and the other Barbies kind of have like a good thing. And like Ken, I think with the Ken specifically, as like a guy, I got it. Like when they go to the real world,
you kind of look like Ken. No, you look like an Alan.
I'd love to be Alan. Michael Cera did a great job in that movie.
Yeah, man. I saw Michael Cera, and I saw that he was in the movie, and I was like, that's gonna be good.
He's really funny. I mean, I did play Michael Cera in a short film. We had to do a reenactment of Superbad. So.
Who did I play? What's his dude's name?
You played Seth.
No, what's his like actual name?
Oh, Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah Hill. There you go.
I don't think you want to be Jonah Hill right now because of all the possible allegations.
Everybody's getting allegations nowadays. It's the way of the world.
But in the movie, I like how I'm trying to segue away from the bad stuff, but like in the movie, like I think as a guy, they do try to like write men as more incompetent in like a feminist movie, but it's also like there's an arc for us as guys because we see them as like only one note. We can only do certain stuff. We like the girl, and then Ken goes off and learns about this stuff. He's getting a bad influence, and he brings it back. And
he learns about patriarchy, right? Or the patriarchy.
He goes to the real world, learns about patriarchy, because like in Barbie Land, at first it's like women lead everything, and guys really only just do like beach. Like Ken's job is not surfing; it's beach.
I like. It kind of reminds me of the Robot Chicken episode, where they had all the Kens and they were upset that Barbie was running their lives, and then they ended up doing Fight Club, but it was Barbies.
Really?
Yeah, it was Kens. Then they stayed like under exact same plot as Fight Club, except
with Kens and Barbies.
They were fed up that Barbies ruled over them. They had all the jobs and stuff, and Kens weren't doing anything.
Pretty much what Ken does in this movie, and he brings it back, and they become like really dudes, and the Barbies get brainwashed into being like they're like servants and stuff, and acting more like broad women.
Oh, awesome.
And then I will say I love the naming convention of their houses. It's called the Mojo Dojo Casa House. And I think the Mojo Dojo Casa House, I want to sign.
Like Mojo Jojo?
No, Mojo Dojo. Because it's Dojo Casa House. I want a sign made of that and put it in my apartment or my house. I'm gonna be represented like the bad version of Ken in the movie.
So literally they made a new naming system, or is it just like the Kens are in a house and they call it the Mojo Dojo?
It's just a funny name, and it represents like the guys, things, dojo, casa, house. Like it's everything that like just guys being super over the top.
The man cave.
Yeah, but I don't think they have a man cave. It's just Mojo.
They have a Mojo Dojo
Casa house.
Casa house.
You actually don't have to say casa or dojo, but it's cool.
Why don't I have to say that?
Because I like it.
Oh, okay.
You have to say the full thing. You don't get
Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Okay, so besides that, like, so what is like the overall themes? I guess of the pot. Like, if you had to simplify it into a sentence,
simplify it. Okay, I'm trying to like. I guess I have to sell you on Barbie.
Yeah, sell me on Barbie before I try to buy a ticket.
Barbie is a movie about women trying to find self-respect in a world that they don't always get it, and a world that is highly based on men. They also grow and can learn to be better people and be their better selves. And in the movie, we see that with lots of characters, with Barbie finding out who she wants to be, Ken feeling he doesn't have to be just Ken to a Barbie, and this human character and her daughter on having a good relationship out of this world that is like kind of stripping them from being together, which I do think that isn't really done too well. Like the daughter and mother relationship, I think needed more time to grow. And Will Ferrell's in the movie as this big CEO of Barbie, and it's like the twist that's like, oh, it's not run by women.
Don't some of them come back to life, or like no. Every once in a while a toy comes back to life?
No.
Oh.
The thing is that like one other time like a Barbie broke down, it was like kind of like a joking situation. But he just wasn't funny in the movie. Like
Will Ferrell?
Yeah,
that's weird.
It stripped it out because it's like I don't know if they were trying to cast him always or if he just won the casting, but he just didn't feel like Will Ferrell, and his character didn't do enough.
Isn't it kind of weird he's been doing like the toy CEO role for a while?
Yeah, because he did President Business
and Lego, and he was also the dad who was stopping fun from happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's cool.
Why does everybody hate Will Ferrell?
Yeah, why are they making him a bad guy? I don't know. He's good at playing so many roles, but in this one, I just feel like it could have been cast by anybody, and because I was expecting more from Will Ferrell, and it just didn't work.
What's the dude who plays Zoolander?
Ben Stiller.
What if Ben Stiller played him?
That would have probably worked. I think.
You think it would have worked better?
Ben Stiller can bring charm to being like a jerk or like this kind of like. Because I watched Tropic Thunder.
I would have loved if he was like a Ken doll, like a discontinued Ken doll.
Well, there were a lot of actors who were supposed to be Ken dolls. They just couldn't do it because of like scheduling and stuff. And there are other people who should be Barbies. But yeah, I mean, I think the movie overall is really solid and really fun. Like the whole world of Barbie Land is so cool. But I think when they get to the real world, besides like a couple scenes that are like vital, there's a couple like dragging scenes and stuff. That
I assume
really
that the real world wasn't as vibrant in color, right?
Well, yeah, but I think that's the point. But it was
yeah,
just,
I assume though that's like the whole trope that like every movie
like,
follows.
Some of the stuff felt a little lackluster, and then the ending, I feel like I get it. My only big concern was this: it's a movie that's about women, right?
What, you don't like women or something?
No, I love women.
Okay.
No, but the movie's about like teaching women how to like respect themselves and be in this position of a world that is hard for them.
Good movie.
But-
Good idea.
And that's the thing, but like the demographic of Barbies is more like you think like little girls, right? Like 7-year-olds who like play with Barbies. The message of the movie, 7-year-old kids aren't going to get it because they're not going to like know what's going on because there's so many adult jokes and adult situations. And the message about being a woman in this world that should be a great lesson about being a feminist or being a woman who wants to respect themselves or do what they want to do, like you know, big dreams. Like little girls have dreams of being they're
A race car driver.
whatever they want to be. But the message is more seeming to like actually resonate with people who already know the message. So it feels like it's not.
So here's my question, right?
Yes.
So do you believe that without Oppenheimer, do you think more kids would have went and watched it than adults?
Barbie?
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of kids regardless. It wasn't like an adult thing at all.
Well, for sure. But I'm saying, like, the adult themes and stuff, do you think, like, Oppenheimer saved that by making it something like a phenomenon where adults watched it too?
Are you saying if Oppenheimer wasn't around, you think more adults would have gone to Barbie?
No, I'm saying if Oppenheimer wasn't around, do you think less adults would have went and seen it? Because a lot of people aren't even going because they like Barbie. They're going because it's a phenomenon right now. Phenomenon.
Yes. I think if it wasn't the same day and Barbie came out, obviously it would have still done pretty good at the box office, but I think the whole Oppenheimer situation, or the Barbenheimer like fan thing, would be very like, that's what probably brought Barbie more. I think both these movies kind of like benefited from like the big like
No,
phenomenon.
for sure. I think it's just interesting because, like DJ had put it, it's interesting seeing these two demographics come together.
Yeah.
Two like literally people who are going to see, and the cool thing was is everybody dressed up. It felt like
I dressed up,
so you could tell. Like who was going to which movie. Me and DJ went to Oppenheimer and we dressed up in black, white, and gray.
Did you? That's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna be. just rip the tape, man.
Just go and do it. Hurry. Now, what were you gonna put it on?
Oh,
He's putting tape on his mouth.
maybe you should have cut a hole so you can still drink your sip. Anyway, yeah, I think
Omega.
I think overall it's good. I just think it kind of tramples under like getting the message out to like the right demographic, or at least it could have done more. But I'd still give it like a solid like 7.5, almost.
You give it a 7.5?
It's pretty solid.
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to go see it.
Pacing issues, but like that's it.
Interesting enough, Oppenheimer was 3 hours. I didn't feel like it had any pacing issues.
Let's segue to Oppenheimer then. Tell me about the
a
movie.
good segue, I think, is talking about the meme, the Barbenheimer meme. Have you seen the
Yes.
fact or the meme where it's like, I can't believe that these two people can get supporting actor this year, and it's Ken and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I saw
He's like,
it.
I can't believe this is a real outcome that could happen, which it probably will. It
Is
probably will be between them.
RDJ? I think the big this is a little controversy. People are like, if Ken gets nominated and Margot Robbie doesn't get nominated, that's really messed up, and it just proves the point. But is RDJ in it for long, or how long is he in the movie?
He's in it for quite a bit. He's in it for a lot of it.
Because isn't it like, and I'm just asking questions because it's like what I know from the trailers. The color is like in Oppenheimer's perspective, and then the black and white is in like other people's perspective.
So it's yeah. So anytime that it goes back in time and it's like Oppenheimer's view, it is in black and white, right? It's in black and white. No, it's in color. And anytime it's not in Oppenheimer's view, it's in black and white.
Gotcha. Okay. So what are the? I won't tell you to like do the sense thing yet, but like tell me what are some things you liked and didn't like about the movie.
I was shocked that I didn't end up hating the fact that it was 3 hours because it kept my attention literally the whole time.
3-hour movies that kind of don't, because you're a big thing about attention. Like even like hour and a half movies, you can't sit through.
Yeah, I can actually. First off, and second off,
actually, I do.
Actually, I watch 1 hour and a half movies all the time. No, it held my attention and stuff. I mean, it is hard watching movies with ADHD, but like I definitely manage and I do it. What are you looking at? Oh, it's because you're chewing on a cracker. Mm-hmm. But I definitely manage and whatnot. But like, I haven't attempted to watch The Godfather yet or Avatar: The Way of Water because I don't want to get into those movies and not be able to give it the respect it deserves. Especially The Godfather, because I don't want to get bored at any point and then stop watching the movie.
The Way of Water when I watched it, and it's pretty memorable to me because it was the same night my car got robbed.
Yeah.
I was like, went in town, and I was like, this is a pretty good movie. And I come out and I go,
Your car didn't get robbed. You got robbed of your car.
Yeah, my car was totally gone. But that night when I saw the movie, I thought it was pretty good. I do think it could have been like a little shorter. Like, I know the other one was also 3 hours, and you're building the world. Mm-hmm. There were a couple like back and forth scenes where it was like, I don't need to keep seeing them interrogate these villages and then seeing them ride water things. Like, I get it. But
was
like,
it cool though? Did it look good?
It looked probably one of the best looking movies ever. You know, because like how crisp the spectacle is and all that. But it's a good movie. But continue.
Yeah. So I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, Oppenheimer was really good though. It was shocking that for 3 hours, I really genuinely cared about what this dude did. I cared about the fact that this nuke was going to go off. Mm-hmm. And it was really interesting because they didn't show the nuke hitting Japan at all. All they did was show it. They told us about it through a radio because that was the only way Oppenheimer would have known about it anyways.
Yeah.
And he heard about it. And I mean, I'm not even kidding. That was really cool. I like seeing the fact that it wasn't that the nuke was the bad guy. It was like the government's the bad guy for dropping it.
Yeah. Plus, everyone's seen like a nuke fall. Obviously, it'd be cool, but like in the Wolverine, the opening scene is like the nuke dropping on Hiroshima.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it wasn't needed. They did a very good job by not doing it that way. And our AC is going, I guess. I don't know what's going on. But there's not a lot of issues with the movie, I don't think. Mm-hmm. And honestly, like, everyone they cast did a very, very good job.
I was going to ask that. How did you feel about the massive cast?
Oh, it needed it. It was perfect.
It was cool?
I'm not even kidding.
Any
if they didn't have
besides...
so many... It was interesting because they didn't have a crazy amount of characters that I needed to keep track of. I just needed to know, like this Russian guy wants to make a hydrogen bomb. Mm-hmm. This guy studies atoms. Like, that's all you had to know.
What were some standouts that you liked? That, like, you know, besides Cillian Murphy and RDJ? If you need help with names, I can help you.
Yes. Who were the two females who helped him?
Emily Blunt and Florence Pugh.
Both of them did very good.
I love Emily Blunt and her past stuff. I mean, I still like her now, but I've known her from the past stuff, and she's married to John Krasinski from The Office. And then Florence Pugh, she blew up because of both Midsommar and Black Widow.
Who's the woman that he cheats on his wife with?
Sorry, that's Florence Pugh. I don't know the other woman in the movie.
Yeah,
then.
Florence Pugh, she did a really good job.
She's cool.
But for the most part, I was really surprised, like, at how, one, they did get literally every detail about it correct. It seems like it's like almost 1-to-1 historically accurate, which is really interesting. And like Albert Einstein was in it, and he did the actor who played him did a very, very good job. Very good job. And it was very cool seeing them go from like the trial to like him actually building the.
So does it like go back and forth?
Yes.
So Nolan does a really good job. I don't know how many Nolan films you've seen, but he does a lot of non-linear storytelling.
Yeah.
Like in Dunkirk, he switches between different perspectives in time and different like story beats, but then he cuts back, and it makes you think it's all like one day, but it's actually at different time points, and it feels natural. But he's really good at doing like Nolan. I look at Nolan, I think he's just a great director.
Definitely. He definitely is a great director. And it's really interesting seeing his directing style really come through on this movie. Because this has got to be one of the best movies that's going to come out this year. I mean, it's definitely going to win awards. And
cool.
The soundtrack was fantastic, and the actual sound design was fantastic.
Yeah.
When the bomb dropped, I mean, I don't think I've ever had something so suspenseful happen.
Really?
In a movie ever.
So, out of the Nolan films you have seen, where would you put this?
Oh, I would probably put it second.
Second? Under what?
Under The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. So which movie? Okay, let's do this. I've seen a couple Nolan films. Let's rank Nolan films.
All right, I'm gonna have to pull up a list.
I will take your word for it.
Because I haven't seen like Dunkirk and stuff.
I will take your word for it. I can be, if we haven't seen Oppenheimer, let's make a definitive list, and then we'll just like have to convince each other that the movie we haven't seen or have seen is the right place.
Okay.
Get your phone.
I don't know where my phone is.
I don't.
Do you have your phone?
No. Okay,
Oh my
I can
God,
tell
this
you.
guy
I can
sucks.
tell you the movies. Okay.
You can't tell me all the movies he's done.
I can't tell you all the movies.
You're a liar.
Oh, we have our team.
Oh, we have a
he's
team.
He's gonna tell us all the movies, and we're gonna rank them.
Inception.
And so Inception.
Interstellar.
Hold on. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna say. Actually, just list it. Yeah, just list it.
Inception.
Okay. Interstellar.
The Dark Knight.
Batman Begins.
Begins.
Dark Knight Rises. Tenet. Memento. The Prestige. Following. Dunkirk.
Oppenheimer.
Because it's like 11 movies or something. Okay. In last place, I think everyone
Tenet.
everyone had said this because I haven't seen it either. Following is his first feature film. He shot in black and white.
Okay, that one sucks. Put it at the bottom.
It doesn't suck. It's just like it's like us trying to make a movie now, and then in 10 years we're gonna make like a masterpiece.
I don't know if I'll make a masterpiece, but
I think then people. Oh, and there's this movie called Insomnia. It's like a movie with Al Pacino and Robin Williams that gets a lot of doesn't really get talked about. It doesn't feel like a.
I haven't seen a lot of Christopher Nolan stuff. I'll be honest.
Okay, well let's just say
knowing that that's the list, I have not seen a lot.
Maybe let's just do top 5 then. What are your top 5?
I've seen 3 Christopher Nolan movies.
No way.
I've seen 3 Christopher Nolan.
You've
movies.
seen Oppenheimer? All right, say it.
Oppenheimer, Interstellar, and The Dark Knight.
Have you not seen Batman Begins or The Dark Knight Rises?
I haven't watched all the way through it.
But how do you watch a movie that's a sequel? In the movie,
It's a perfect sequel.
It doesn't feel like a sequel. It's like
Exactly. That's why I can watch it.
okay. Well, so your top 3. How would you put those? You go Inception or Interstellar, Oppenheimer.
Interstellar, Oppenheimer, and then. Ooh, I don't know though.
Dark Knight is better than Oppenheimer,
Oh, definitely.
in your opinion. But you're saying isn't Interstellar better than Oppenheimer?
Ooh, I don't know though. Like I said, I don't know. Interstellar's pretty good,
Superheroes in New York.
but I
That's
definitely would
crazy.
say
Sorry, we're watching.
Oppenheimer's
our friends play a
probably
game.
better for sure.
Okay, my top 5 would have to be. I'm gonna go. I like Tenet a lot. I'm gonna go Tenet, and also I haven't seen like half of them. I feel
I heard
bad.
Tenet sucked.
Tenet has some issues linear wise, but like I still think it's pretty good. I like Dunkirk, but I feel like I'm not the biggest fan of Dunkirk comparatively. And I know that Dark Knight Rises is good, but in my opinion, there are some like many issues. So I'm gonna go Tenet, The Dark Knight Rises. As I just said, I have some issues, but I still think it's really good. So Tenet, The Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar, Batman Begins, and The Dark Knight. Because I have not seen Memento yet. The ones I want to see are Memento, Inception, Oppenheimer, and The Prestige. Like immediately.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
So I guess it was really bad of us to do that because we really don't even have all the movies. But
I mean, you've watched a lot of his movies comparatively.
I could rank the Greta Gerwig movies.
I've only seen none of
Barbie.
them.
It would probably just go in reverse. I'd probably go Barbie, Little Women, Lady Bird. No.
I haven't seen any of those.
I would put Little Women over Lady Bird because Lady Bird is really cool, but I'm not the target demographic because it's about like a teenage girl who has a lot of like issues.
I don't think you're the target demographic for any
of her movies.
Yeah.
But she does have a male character always in there that is kind of like
You.
not me per
It's
se.
you. Ken's definitely you.
Ken's me. I think the character from Little Women is me. It's always played by Timothy Chalamet. And I know for a fact I'm not Timothy Chalamet. Well, you know why Ken's me? Because I'm Ryan Gosling. That's
Ryan
me.
Gosling is very cool.
I drive. Cells. Interlinked.
Okay, funny guy.
That's
I
it.
haven't seen any of Greta Gerwig's movies.
Have you
None of
seen-
them. Not even one.
You should. I say start with Barbie because it's out.
I'm gonna only watch Barbie.
I feel like you like it, but I feel like because you're kind of like not a massive like. I don't know. I feel like you're more.
Wait, I'm not a massive what?
I feel like you wouldn't like you're not a womanizer, but I feel like you don't like movies that are like type like feminine.
I like feminine movies.
You have to hit it with a strong character.
I like romance movies.
Dorian, use your missiles.
I like romance movies.
I'm sorry. We're
No, only you are. I'm in this conversation.
I'm in this conversation too, but I'm watching them getting beat down by a Sentinel, and they have to just do better.
They're playing Lego Avengers right in front of those.
Lego Marvel Superheroes 1.
How about you talk about?
The movie.
Yeah, I watch romance movies all the time.
What movies?
Titanic.
It came out 20 years ago, pal.
La La Land.
Oh my gosh. Can we please do a movie about La La Land, please? Or a podcast?
Yeah, we definitely can.
It is my favorite.
I've already said that we should.
It is my.
I said we should do a musical episode. And you said, I don't know about that.
What? It's not my favorite movie, but
I
it's my favorite.
Warm Bodies.
It's my favorite of Damien Chazelle.
I watched Warm Bodies.
I still need to see that. It's on my list.
I saw Twilight.
You're like listing like only female male leads, which I mean are romantic.
Yeah, they're romance. You're not. I don't know. I watched fucking.
You should watch Hereafter.
I watched Bros.
I watched Bros too.
That's a man-on-man lead romance.
Did we watch Bros together?
No. I watched Bros alone in my room.
I watched it alone in the theater. I feel like I should have been with somebody because it was kind of uncomfortable.
You probably should have been with your boyfriend.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Meh. I don't know though. Like, I guess you don't want to talk about him on the podcast. Okay.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Okay, whatever.
You're gonna make people think I have a boyfriend, and I don't.
No, you just don't want to talk about him, and that's okay.
You're a gaslighter, and I swear
I'm not a gaslighter.
This is gonna go so bad for me because people are gonna believe you.
What do you mean? Why would that go bad for you?
Because
why would that go bad for you, Cooper?
Because
if people think you have a boyfriend, do you have an issue with that?
Yes.
You have an issue with that?
I am straight.
Whoa! If people think I have a boyfriend, I'd be flattered.
This is gonna come back to bite me in 10 years when I run for president, and they're gonna be
Probably.
like, "You're a big homophobe," and I'm like, "I'm not. I didn't say anything."
Now that you've said it, it can be edited to sound like that.
The whole video is just like cropped out. And it just says, "I'm a homophobe. I'm a homophobe."
No, I don't even need to crop it now. I got it. I got it. That's easy. All right.
Anyway, can we go back to talking about the movie, please?
Yeah,
we got so sidelined.
No, I think this is the spirit of Barbie. I think this is what Barbie's about.
This literally happens to Barbie. The kids like are having a good time, and then they literally just fight each other.
Gaslighter?
Yes, they get gaslit by women, and then they fight each other.
That's pretty funny.
But it's super fun because they overcome it as men. They become homies.
So, when it comes down to it,
yes.
I think I will like
Barbie,
but I don't think I would enjoy. I'm not her demographic for the other movies.
That's fair. I understand that. I mean, that's the same way for me with, trying to like name a good director. I don't really like Tyler Perry movies. I like the first couple, but now it's kind of just getting a little dragged out. But I did like the original, like some of the older ones.
Did you like Zoolander?
I love Zoolander.
Say that more into the mic.
I love Zoolander 1. I don't like Zoolander 2 at all.
I agree.
I mean, there was only two things I like about Zoolander 2 are Will Ferrell, and I forget his name, but there's a scene in there where his name is Donatari, and he's like, "What? Mugatu? What? Dude, you're like mad funny. You and SpongeBob are my idols, dude." And he's like, "You know who I am?" Nah. Did you say no? Like, it's so funny. And I just made it not funny because I'm so lame.
I'm glad that we can agree on something on this podcast.
But yeah, why you keep bringing up Zoolander and Ben Stiller movies?
I don't know. I want to do a Zoolander episode.
I want to do a Ben Stiller movie thing and talk about that. Tropic Thunder, Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I don't think we should talk about Tropic Thunder personally.
Why? Because of the blackfacing?
Yeah, probably.
Have you seen Tropic Thunder ever?
No.
So you don't know that the blackfacing is a big joke about how Hollywood like does that stuff?
Yeah, but he still did blackface.
No, but that's the point.
But it's still blackface.
No, it's not.
And we should probably not associate itself with blackface.
It's not though.
I'm just saying.
Literally, I want
just throwing it out there.
I want you to watch the movie.
I'm down to watch it, but I don't know. We should. I mean, we already are. We already think you're a homophobe.
Let's watch it.
We probably shouldn't.
Well, let's watch it, and we can talk about it if we feel like talking about it.
All right, sounds good.
But I think right now we're still gonna try to focus back on finishing BoJack and then hopping into other stuff. But we also want to jump back into doing keeping it shorts on specific stuff. I don't know what.
Which last week,
Green Golf Ball
came out.
If you haven't heard it, go and listen to it.
God, go watch it. That episode took forever to find.
I'm a great storyteller. I think I mean I didn't make the story. I interpreted it, but I think it's great.
But it's a sad story. It was serious.
I feel like you just I think I almost got you to the brink of tears with that.
No, you just got me to cry a little bit. I wasn't really on the brink though. It kind of happened.
I guess I should have worded it better, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, any other final thoughts on Oppenheimer nor Barbie or?
Yeah, so I mean, Oppenheimer was Very, very good. And we also have only been recording for 30 minutes. But
that's a short episode.
No, it's not a short episode. We have 2 amazing movies here that we should talk about more.
Okay, that's fair. Let's just do questions. I'm gonna ask you some questions. We'll go back and forth on the movie.
Yeah.
Do you think it matters if you see it in film or not? You were someone who didn't see it, but would you rather?
I didn't see it
in film.
Oh. I mean, it probably adds it to the experience a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, I don't think you need to. I had a really good time seeing it otherwise.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah, so do you think that you should see Barbie in theaters?
Yes.
Your face scrunched up when I said that.
I'm thinking about it because, like, I think it's going to do better to watch it than Oppenheimer would be on small screen.
Mm-hmm.
But the world of Barbie is also so cool to see on the screen. And anytime you can see a movie in theaters, I'd say go to it. There are some movies that are a little bit lackluster and you don't need to see it. But I suggest it. Yeah, go see it in theaters.
Okay, cool.
Do you think Oppenheimer could be cast by anybody else besides Cillian Murphy?
Oh, no, I don't think so, honestly. Because he killed the role.
He killed it?
He killed it.
He Cillian'd it?
He Cillian'd it. I don't know anybody else who could have done the role as much justice as he did.
Was he your favorite actor? I guess it's the two-parter. In the movie, like performance-wise?
Yeah, probably. I really did enjoy his screen presence and stuff. It makes me want to watch Peaky Blinders.
Have you not seen Peaky Blinders?
I've not. I think I might after.
The first season, and I'm watching the second now. It's really good.
Very good, very good. All right. Do you think that the movie would work if they didn't have Ken in it?
No.
You don't think it'd work if it was just a Barbie solo movie?
I feel like at that point you lose all men.
Uh-huh.
Like, even if you're like the most feminist woman, like loving like male ever, you wouldn't still like the movie because there's no one to attach yourself to. And sometimes in a movie you need at least one character to like be associated with, and Ken is like the definition of all men. And so in that regard, no. Plus Ken was like the best part, and to cast anyone besides Ryan Gosling, I couldn't see. Well, there's other Kens, but I mean like stereotypical Ken or beach Ken, he is like the main one. I saw Ken. I didn't see Ryan Gosling. I saw like a character that was so good.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that he killed the role. I mean, of course he will because he's Ryan Gosling, but you know.
Oh yeah, but I like that he got to play like a more comedic sense, and he has been more like serious or sad in his other roles. And so him getting to just have fun.
I love seeing the La La Land poster with the Barbenheimer meme on it.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, very, very cool.
I found the location. So I was going through TikTok, and I mean, it's just a bunch of now it's a bunch of like
location?
Barbie and Ryan Gosling stuff. Where they did the have you seen La La Land? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you just.
Is it where they sing the song where it's like, so I've stumbled on a view?
Yeah. Lovely Night.
Where's that at?
It's in Hollywood. It's in LA, but it's on a hill.
I think I drove that road.
You've been to Hollywood or LA?
Yeah.
I need to go to LA.
Is it over by? It's not by the observatory, right?
No, it's
no. Then I haven't.
It's on a hill somewhere, and it has like a little sign on it now, and you can do like people did like a trend. It was a small trend, but people were like doing the dance to it, and it was so creative. And I thought that was really cool, and I was like, I need to do that like eventually.
Yeah, you and me can do it. I'll wear a wig.
Yeah,
we'll learn the tap dance routine. You know, you haven't been to LA?
I've never been anywhere west of New Mexico, so I'm like one state off. Really, I've been to a lot of states. I think I've been to like 30 something, but I haven't been to anywhere up high east or very far west. I have some family in Wyoming I need to go visit eventually.
Dude, but Hollywood was fun. It was cool.
I'd like to go. I think eventually I'm going to go because, I mean, that's where our job's going to take us one day. Oh, I guess I don't want to, like, segue away from the movies, but, like, I do want to, like, talk about other, like, aspects. Right now, you know, with everything going on, how do you feel about, because, you know, we're so far away from that world, but how do you feel about the writer and actor strike?
I don't want to make any jokes about it, so I don't get. You
can make as many
ruined.
jokes
I don't
as
want
you
my.
like.
I don't want my career
because
ruined like yours.
You're not gonna be a writer, but you might be an actor.
Well, I don't want like the writers to be like, you shouldn't hire that dude.
Well, what is your feelings? And totally,
my real genuine feelings is I feel like writers are definitely underpaid. They make the most important part of the story, which is the story.
Okay, I feel the same way.
Without the writers, there's no movie.
No, I feel the same way. Like, writers are very important, and a lot of the time, obviously, there are some instances where the writing could be bad, but that's like 5%. And a lot of times,
writers, even if it is a bad script, but if you make
have to pay them.
You have to pay them, and I think it should be proportional whatever the movie makes.
Because also, how much the movie makes, how much like time goes into it and stuff, and like just like everything, like the portions, also the budget.
I also don't understand why the studios think that they can just not do that. Well, no one's gonna give them movies.
Yeah, because like they're not just gonna be able to.
I'm not gonna take my career because you want movies. I don't care how much you're willing to pay me.
You also can't like, even if you try to do like ChatGPT or any other AI, it's not gonna have.
It's not gonna
aspect to it. Like it's
Plus,
just weird.
Honestly, I know everybody gets scared of AI and stuff. AIs aren't gonna take over the movie industry.
No,
because there'll always be a space for non-AI movies.
They just saw it too, where. The intro to people were ganging up on AI because Disney used AI for the new Secret Invasion opening,
the opening,
and it got a lot of flack for it, and I see why, because it's like, especially in a time right now
with all the strikes that are going. So it's the writers and actors, right?
Right. So right now,
why are the actors striking? I don't understand.
Well, SAG has a big relationship with also the WAG, the writers.
Are they doing it out of WGA. Affiliation, not out of?
I think it's both of affiliation, but also because other
actors get paid pretty well.
A-list and B-list actors, but some
C-list and D. Yeah, I mean
C and D actors, even some B-list actors. That's why they keep. I mean, obviously they still do roles because they love what they do, but especially in the environment they are right now, they're not getting paid crazy. And also the big problem isn't getting paid on the spot; it's getting paid residual wise.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I've never been an actor, so I can't say. Like, I've never been a paid actor.
I think it's funny when big actors say a lot, and then it's like, well, obviously they're gonna
make enough money. Like
you make enough money. I mean,
like Ryan Gosling can't be like, yeah, we don't get paid enough.
Well, yeah, he can't say. I love that if someone's in like support of it.
Yeah,
but I don't like when they and if they take like the stage, obviously they do that because they're gonna get like the most like voice out. But but when you're talking to like the actual crowd, you can't just be like, guys, we don't make enough, and then they go, stop lecturing us with your like 20 million net worth. Like I have 80 grand in I have maybe 15,000 in my pocket, and that's all gonna be gone by next month because I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, and that's another thing is like I do worry because like I don't understand how studios think business wise. Like it's a good idea to not pay their writers.
It's all up to like just you really think about it. Like as big as a system it is, it only comes down to maybe like 30 people to make the decision, and those 30 people cannot relate to them because they are not actors. They are not people who are living paycheck by paycheck. They are making billions or millions of dollars per year on the work of other people, and they are like, oh, they're just asking for more money that we don't have. Obviously, Disney did have a pretty bad financial thing with a bunch of releases. They lost money on Elemental. They lost money on Strange World.
We need to talk about Elemental soon because it was a flop.
Like
financially,
I think we should talk about just like the whole Disney market.
They spent
as well.
$200 million to make that movie. And they didn't make back $200 million.
Well, you know what's crazy? Indiana Jones spent $300 million, and they only made back like $130.
That's awful.
So Disney itself was losing a lot of money, and then you also have a sense of some of their Haunted Mansion just flopped, and then another film I think from Disney was like flopping. It's just no one's really going to see these movies, or it's just like rating wise, they're not making the high enough quality that is deserved of our attention. But then the thing is, like when someone released like what the demands are for SAG and the WGA and all that for what they want, it's for Disney at least, it's not 1%, it's 0.01% of, so it's a percentage of like what they are demanding and what Disney would have to spare. So like, in my opinion, I'm like, bro, what the heck is like this? Pay the guys.
No, yeah, I don't understand
get back
the disconnect.
Because also, I'm getting a little pissed off. I'm not getting pissed off at the writers or anything. I'm getting pissed off at the studios because
I hate the writers. How dare they ask for more money?
Make my movie. No, but like I'm a big person about like making quality stuff, and honestly, they haven't been putting out a lot of quality recently, like even with like before the strike happened, but it's because of like studio interference, and the studio needs to like be like humble themselves soon, or they're going to run out of like good content or content in general. And especially, we've seen this before in 2007 or in 2009, I think there was a writer's strike, and so many movies got affected by it where they were writing a bit and then they went on strike and they came back and it wasn't quality because they had to continue production, because there were thousands of other jobs, tens of thousands of other jobs that people are doing in the studio that are not consistent of writers or actors. Obviously, it's on shutdown now because it's actors, but a lot of the time,
when writers quit, the whole movie gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Like if a director quits, it's not the same.
Well, no,
as like
no.
when
I think when writers quit, it's getting messed up. But also when actors quit, that's when it's over.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, writers too, because like, okay, I'll give some examples. 2009, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. The writers were making a layout and outline, and they sent it to Michael Bay, and then the strike happened, and they couldn't do anything, right? And so, but they had to continue production because I think it's Paramount wanted them to do a 2-year turnaround from the last movie. So they went and shot all these scenes and did all these big stuff, and then when they came back, they had to do filler scenes to get them to these big action pieces, which was crazy. And then X-Men Origin, Wolverine. A lot of these movies I'm listing are very infamous for being pretty bad. And it's because of the writer strike interference. Obviously, there's some other stuff in there, but it was heavily because writers were not able to do it. And so they had to get people in there to just make stuff up and improvise lines to do all this other stuff, which was bad. And so seeing that that's going to happen again now, it's bad because I love a lot of television that is going on, but I'm glad that some shows have been ended already. But one of my favorite shows right now is House of the Dragon, and I was really scared that it was going to get drastically messed up because the first season is so peak, and also because of the bad history that Game of Thrones got in the last previous 2 seasons. This writer strike could have killed it, and instead they are really doubling down on it. I mean,
is it A24?
No.
24? They're
also releasing some stuff.
Well, yeah, they're working with the writer union.
Yeah, because they
give them whatever they want, basically.
They gave what's it called? They made a deal with the terms. They are the only studio currently that has done that.
They're going to make a bunch of money from it. It's a super smart choice for them to not do whatever everybody else is doing.
Also, A24 isn't like a thing. It's like it is like a studio.
It's not real.
No, I mean, it's more of like, it's not like an actor's thing. It's like a studio, but also they were like, listen, bro, our budgets are like not big anyway. So yeah, just take the money you want. Like, because A24 is a very respectable thing.
Well, I mean, A24 is it's a small creators kind of space anyways. I mean, people from YouTube, Raka Raka has a movie coming out.
Talk to me.
Yeah. I mean, I
was just like, don't talk to me.
Dude, that's amazing that a studio is willing to do that for them.
It's making history because it's the first studio to do it, at least that's gotten like traction.
I love Raka Raka. I've talked to them before.
Really? Mm-hmm. I did not. I know who they are. I just never like talked to them and stuff.
Dude, it's super cool. I mean, I'm just happy that A24 is willing to curb their demands. And also as a business choice, that makes the most sense. Why would you not just go ahead and make the extra money? There's going to be a huge vacancy of movies.
Also, like, you look at the stuff, like, if Netflix gave in now, they could already jump on stuff and steal the seat from Disney for another quarter at least.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
Hey, if you're listening to anybody who works at these studios, take our advice right now. We're just some broke college kids who don't know anything, but listen, dude, we're about to give you a money play to make money, all right?
There's going to be a vacancy for movies.
Yeah.
And you should
capitalize on it.
Yeah. They can ask for 1% and you should do it. It doesn't matter.
Also, the moment that Netflix does that, they don't have to be on hold. And also, I think at that point, they can work out negotiations for SAG and all them to work under Netflix, but no other department.
What I worry about with Netflix is a lot of their stuff is based in like Asia.
Oh, yeah.
And I bet you what they're going to do is they're going to make a bunch of Netflix original stuff that's going to be Asian specific.
Well, because that's what they have to do right now. Like I was saying, House of the Dragon, the people want to stand with them, but because it's more shot in Europe and stuff, and it's mainly like European like writers and stuff, because it's like a big like medieval.
You're a what?
Europe.
European,
yeah. It's a big medieval.
You gross.
You're trying to make a joke, man. It's funny. But it's like a big night like medieval like show. And so it takes place in like these European like Scottish countries and stuff. It doesn't need American approval. So it's like, guess what? Like, I know you get it released on American like television and all that, but it doesn't.
Well, that's another big thing is like in America, I mean, movies are going to start, any movies, Bollywood movies, all that stuff's going to start coming probably.
I think that's kind of cool though, because
I think it's cool, yeah.
We need that because, I mean, right now, only like just last year, I mean, obviously it gets exposed all the time, but only last year did a movie from like Bollywood get very mainstream, like RRR.
Yeah, that got super mainstream.
Was regarded as being a very good movie. It won an Oscar, and as it should, because it was a really good movie.
Do you think? I bet you Oppenheimer wins a bunch of awards. I bet you it wins a couple.
Oh yeah, I mean it's Nolan. He's won a couple of things, or been nominated at least. I think. What do you think the nominations are going to be? I'm going to say
best soundtrack,
best
actor,
best cinematography.
Best cinematography and best supporting actor.
Best screenwriting for a drama or whatever it's called.
I don't think it's gonna get best supporting actor. I think that's gonna go to Ken.
I think for Ken, or if there's another movie, I don't know if there's any other movie right now that's gonna come out that's gonna be big Oscar talk. Like I think all that was already kind of happened with. I'm trying to look at like movies that came out earlier. Maybe Dune. Because Dune is still coming out.
Oh, Dune might come out with best soundtrack.
Or there's a movie called The Creator that comes out in September. That might make best like
I need to watch both of those movies when they come out. I need to watch Dune before I go.
I want to
watch
watch because I'm a big sci-fi guy, and so Dune, The Creator, and this movie called Rebel Moon is coming out. Those are big sci-fi movies that I'm so down to watch.
Super dope.
So when that comes out, we can like talk about it or watch it because it is a movie I do care about a lot.
Dude, it's going to be really cool seeing what the writer's strike does. I think the next people to go on strike is going to be VFX artists.
Oh, yeah. I mean, of anybody, I thought they were going to go
Spider-Man and stuff went.
I thought they were going to go on strike before actors because VFX, because Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was a great movie, but it took 5 years, and then they were working like some pre-effect stuff and voice acting, but they were wanting a 1 year turnaround, or not even 1 year, like 11-month turnaround of the movie. And they were like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Like, it just couldn't. Because they were already being, the story came out, that they're already being worked 11 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they really couldn't, and like almost 100 people, I think, left production because of how strenuous it was getting. I would too.
Dude, the way I see it happening is the writers union and stuff is going to work out, and then the VFX people are going to strike afterwards.
Yeah.
Because that makes the most sense. I mean, they should.
Well, yeah, because if all of Hollywood's going down, why not get your bag?
Dude, I mean, for real, when it comes down to it, VFX artists are also really important.
Rewrite the whole system, or at least negotiate terms where it's like, don't work them as much.
Dude,
respect the time it takes to make the art.
When it comes down to it, I think the next couple of years for movies is going to be really interesting, and it's going to be interesting to watch it happen.
Do you have any movies that you've heard of that are going to be released like either in the near future?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
In October?
Yeah, I want to do an episode about it the moment it comes out.
I don't really know if I want to watch that movie.
You're going to watch it. You
guys are going to kind of force me, and I think it's going to be interesting. I just don't care too much. I've never been a big FNAF fan.
You're going to watch it. It's part of the podcast.
Yeah, I kind of have to.
By the way, anybody who's been saying that like Into the Spider-Verse, it's okay that the VFX artists are being treated like that because... Okay. Anyways, anybody who's saying that the VFX artists deserve to be acted like that because that's what it takes to make greatness, stop. No one deserves to have those working conditions.
No one deserves to be working 11 hours. Like, I mean, longer hours, whatever, but no one deserves to be working 11 hours, 7 hours a day. And, like, the conditions of, like, all these deadlines or... I think a big thing to talk about, especially with VFX, was the Flash movie. So
dude, that movie sucked.
Did you watch it?
I watched as much of it as I could.
I was thoroughly disappointed. I gave it, like, a 4.5. It was kind of sad.
Give it, like, a 3. Oh, Oppenheimer gets a solid 9.
9?
9 out of 10 for sure.
I think... my issue with the Flash, especially VFX, because everyone talks about it. Like the story itself is good. Like the story itself is like probably a 7 or something. But the VFX definitely knock it down like 2 points because it's just so distracting. And someone who was a VFX artist came on and was like, yeah, it's if it looked like it was made in a week, it probably was because there were so many changes to like requests to make stuff VFX wise. It was just like bad. So yeah, I think if anything, VFX artists should jump in, or all of Hollywood should jump in and just make a whole nother like layout
system
of like pay.
I think that it's going to be really interesting.
Our graphic design guy approves.
It's going to be really interesting seeing how Hollywood and movies in general in America are shaped in the next couple of years. And the cool thing is we're going to be a part of that system.
We're going to be a part of we're going to be a part of the new system. So we don't have to worry. I mean, obviously we're in support now. I don't know.
But if the studios start paying enough.
No. I'm saying like we're obviously we don't really have like a part to play too much. Our opinions are the biggest thing we can do right now and give our support and our word. I guess in that, we have like, we're not mainstream or anything. We're just two guys making a podcast because we love movies. Do you think we should have boycotted and not done podcasts in respect for the movies?
No.
Got
to have somebody to cover it.
Because we're not being paid and all that. And
yeah, we're not being paid. Nobody likes us. We're ugly.
If someone brings it up, they're like, why didn't you stop? Nobody likes us. We're ugly. We're
ugly. We're rude. Nobody likes us. Nobody likes our podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I understand that. I think stuff still needs to be talked about, and we're doing the best we can, and we're doing what we should for. Because again, like we don't, we're not. I'm trying to find the right words. I don't stutter a lot. We're not actors. We're not writers yet.
But we are in support of people.
But we're in support of the process.
And I support anything that could change how our business is going to be.
Because that's our future. Exactly. We have to already look forward to the future.
To invest in it, man.
And invest in it.
But I think that's a good place to start closing in. Is there anything, Cooper, that you would like to shout out? Maybe anything that's coming out that you want people to see?
Please go see two movies. One's just because I like it.
I was talking about anything that you've made, but you can also talk about the movies.
Nothing I made soon. Not yet. Maybe in next semester. I'm thinking of writing some stuff, and I'll be dropping it information sooner. But please go see Hollywood Wise, TMNT, Mutant Mayhem, because I'm a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. And I love that.
You're a little turtle head.
I'm a turtle head, yeah, especially because of our brand. Turtles are like a big thing. And also, go see Blue Beetle because I love the lead actor in that movie. He's a podcaster. He's a great guy.
Also, it's one of the superheroes I think we should support because it's an original superhero.
What do you mean? Like they just made him, or like?
No. Blue Beetle's been around for a while, but he was originally like he's always been the skin color that he has.
Oh yeah,
and stuff. He's like an original. Is he? He's just Hispanic or is he Latino specifically?
I don't know his specific.
Either
origins.
way, he's a Hispanic superhero, and I including cool superheroes.
That too. I just mean support because right now, because of the strike.
For sure.
They're boycotting like press tours and stuff, so it's projected to not make a lot of money, and so I don't want a movie like this, like you said. To fail because it is such a big like change from just like the generic like A-listers.
Yeah, dude, it's a huge movie that everyone should go watch.
So go watch it, and I think it's like in 2 weeks, and support it, man.
Anything that Cooper himself has made, or anything that you want to shout out, your Instagram, anything like that?
Like I said, not yet. I'm writing a couple stuff, so I might start dropping that like script wise or some promos on my Instagram, Clips of Cooper. But right now, just stay posted. Keep listening to the podcast. Christian, anything for you?
Yeah. So obviously,
all right. And anyway, I'm just kidding.
So we do have obviously like we're becoming part of a conglomerate. Once we get our name out there and stuff, we'll start putting an ad and stuff in it.
Yeah, we'll start the podcast. We'll probably put it like at the end or something, and just be like all of our sponsors.
As of right now, go check out Lauren. It's linked on my Instagram. It's linked on my YouTube.
I could do better. Mm-hmm.
I could do better. Please go support Pax. He's a super cool guy.
Good guy.
Music video, fire. Please go check that out.
Where can you find this?
You can find it on all platforms relating to me. So, my Spring Productions on anything on YouTube or Instagram.
Nice.
But both of those and my threads, all those go to me. Please just go check it out. Send some love. That's all I got.
Lit. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to probably jump back into a couple episode-based stuff on BoJack, just really trying to knock that out.
Cooper hasn't watched the 4th season yet.
That's kind of why. Also, we got the Green Golf Ball story up, and we were just dropping episode after episode. But we'll be back with that next week. We hope you guys enjoyed.
The week after. after.
Week after, next week, depending on scheduling wise,
Yeah.
Also, we're doing some transitioning on moving, like
actually real life
legit,
moving.
like house moving. So
August may be a weird time for the podcast, but we'll try to get stuff out.
But yeah, and also you can also go back and listen to some of our old episodes if you haven't. So because they're really fun.
Just don't watch the first one again. The audio is bad.
The first one
Yeah.
or the last week?
Our very first one.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty rough.
I think they should know where we came from and change. But yes, thank you guys so much. I've been Cooper.
I've been Christian.
And this is The Real
Deal
Podcast.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Later.